I'm Grayson DeFiero from the Grayson DeFiero stream. Today we're going to talk about why XL Pokemon are stronger in Pokemon Go. I didn't know this. I just learned this a week ago. This is the actual equation that determines how much damage you do to a Pokemon. Also how much damage you take if you're defending. I thought it was interesting. So let me break this down for you because it matters. And it matters for why XL Pokemon are stronger. So here, if we're going to look at this, floor, this is just a formula that's like, hey, whatever this is, round it down. So if it's like 10.1, it's 10. If it's 10.9, it's 10. You know, just rounds it, makes for cleaner numbers. 0.5 is just 0.5. Power is like your attack's power. So if I'm doing a Hyper Beam, the power of that is 150. You can check that in your game. You plug 150 in here. And then this is where it gets interesting. These two things are what make the XL Pokemon stronger. So let me skip them for now and come back. Stab up here, same type attack bonus in Pokemon Go. If you are the same type as the attack you're using, you multiply by 1.25. Because you're the same type, you get an attack bonus. That's stab. And then if it's effective, you know, if you're all using a water attack against a fire attack, super effective, gets another multiplier, right? So all this stuff, neat. You know, it matters, but it matters for regular sized Pokemon and XL Pokemon equally, so I want to ignore it. What I really want to focus on is this part of the equation. So this attack, you can substitute this equation down here for that. The way to think about that is every Pokemon has a base attack and then an attack IV. So when you look up the stats and your gym leader's telling you, oh, this Pokemon's exceptional, you know, and they show you from 0 to 15 what your attack is, that's what goes here. And then there's this value called CPM, which stands for Combat Power Multiplier. Now, if you look, defense down here, pretty similar equation, right? You have a base defense, gets added to a defense IV, same thing that your gym leader will look at when you appraise your Pokemon, and another combat power multiplier. All right, so you figure out what your attack is by doing this equation, you plug it in here, then you look at what you are attacking, like what your attack's about to hit, and you plug in that Pokemon's stats here. All right? So base attack makes sense. Every Pokemon just has one of these. Base defense makes sense. Every Pokemon just has one of these. What's the combat power multiplier? This is why XL Pokemon are so strong. So let me show you. And I'll put links to both of these in the down below the video. So every Pokemon has a combat power multiplier that changes based on its level. So if you're a level 1 Pokemon, your combat power multiplier is 0.094 or 9.4%. That would go right here if you're attacking and right here if you're defending. If you're an XL Pokemon, your combat power multiplier is a little bit bigger. It's 84%, 0.845, right? So here, I have an example. We have our level 51 Pokemon over here. I'm just looking at their combat power multiplier. That would equal 0.845. I'm going to round a little. We can throw the 29999 in if you want. I also have a level 40 Pokemon up here. And let's go down here. So level 40, right? Their CPM equals 0.7903. So if you notice, 84 is bigger than 79, and if you're in Great League, you know, some of the Pokemon that are like rank 1s, they're down here in the 20s, you know, and they're even smaller than this 79. So if I wanted to plug these numbers into the actual equation, this right here, I would do it like this. Here's my floor, right? Here's my 0.5. Let's say I'm doing like a lock-on, which has a base power of 1, right? Or it might even have 0, I can't remember, but let's just say 1 to make the math easy. Then we have stab, and if it's effective, all that stuff. But here, the base attack and everything, if I wanted to plug these in and just see. Right now I have example Pokemon, like Pokemon A, his base attack is 100, defense is 100, same thing for Pokemon B. But there are different levels. Pokemon A is at level 40, Pokemon B is at level 51. So if Pokemon A was going to attack, I'd plug in their base attack. Let's say they have a perfect attack ID just for fun. Then their combat multiplier, 0.7903. Now they're hitting Pokemon B, which is at level 51, so let's say the same thing. And let's say, just to make the math easier, you know, they have a 15 defense IV. Their combat power multiplier is a little bit bigger, 0.845, you know, 29999. And all this stuff, let's say they're using something that doesn't have stab and isn't effective, just so these are all ones, it makes it easy. I can make them fall out, right? And since they're attacking with something that's 1, there we go. So if I look at this, we are dividing this formula by a big number compared to this number, which is on top, which we are multiplying it by. Every time you attack something, the CPM multiplier, which is bigger for XL Pokemon, is making that attack do less, right? The bigger that is, the less the attack's going to do. So that's kind of interesting. Now, vice versa, if I were attacking as a level 51 Pokemon, I would flip these. You know, same base attack, same base defense, right? Same attack. You know, let's say it's a mirror. You know, in one version I'm the XL, one version I'm not. Well, I would just flip these around. I would put this over here. Boop. I would put this one over here, because now I'm hitting the smaller one. So I'm doing more damage, and it's defending less, you know, because this is a tinier number. So looking at this, I was really surprised that it mattered that much, because in a game like Pokemon Go, you don't have big health pools. So in this example, where I'm comparing a level 40 to a level 51, you know, this is like a 5% difference. In some of the XL versus regular versions, like if you're comparing XL Medicham versus like the regular level 40 Medicham, it's like a 14% difference. This can really, really add up over time. So that's one of the reasons XLs are stronger. Every time you're hitting an XL, because of this CPM multiplier, it's just taking less damage, because this is at the bottom of that formula. Every time it's hitting you, it's hitting harder because of this CPM multiplier, compared again to something down here, which is tinier. So one of the reasons XL Pokemon are just stronger, they have that CPM multiplier in there, and the more levels they have, the bigger that is. So thought it was interesting. Hope this answers questions. Hope this explains why that Umbreon just won't die. You know, it has this big beefy 84.5% CPM multiplier. All right, that's all I got. Grayson Fiero explaining XL Pokemon. I'm gonna go farm some XL candy so I can abuse this. All right, bye.